Hi, Primary Sevens. We are going back to look at the relationship between speed, distance, and time. And in this lesson, we're learning to calculate speed, distance, and time. I'll come back to the task at the end of the video, but let's have a recap on how we would do that. So, you will remember from class the speed, distance, time triangle. And this helps us to build the formulas that we would like to create to calculate if we know the distance and time, but we don't know the speed. If we know the time, but we don't know the distance. The formula we're most likely to use today is the distance equals speed multiplied by time. But I want you to pause the video and see, can you use the triangle to help you make any of the other formulas? What formula would you need for speed? What formula would you need for time? So if distance equals speed multiplied by time equals what? What? Pause the video now. Yeah. So to calculate speed, we need to do distance divided by time. And to calculate time, it's distance divided by speed. So we're actually starting to tap into a little bit of physics now. It might be helpful to write down these calculations to help you later on. So here I have a lobster. It takes the lobster 100 seconds to creep 10 meters along the seabed. We want to find out its speed. So 100 seconds is the time. 10 meters is the distance. We want to calculate the speed. So I'm going to use the formula speed equals distance divided by time. So the distance that is gone is 10 meters. The time it took was 100 seconds. So I need to do 10 meters divided by 100, or 10 divided by 100, giving me the speed as 0.1 meters per second. The units here are really important. The units are built from the question. So we knew from the question it was seconds and meters. So we would have to use meters per second. 0.1 meters per second. Here's the next example. Mike rides his motorcycle with a constant speed of 60 miles per hour. How far can he travel in 4 hours? So I have got the distance, but I don't have, and I do have the time. I want to know how far he can go. So I need to calculate the distance. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. So the speed is 60 miles, the time is 4 hours. 60 multiplied by 4. The distance equals speed times time. The distance equals 60 miles per hour multiplied by 4 hours, meaning that he can travel 240 miles in 4 hours. Here's your third and last example for today. Now, this one's a little bit more spicy, so please don't worry if you get into panic on this. An aeroplane is flying 43 miles in a southwest direction at 129 miles per hour. How long until the plane reaches its destination? So we want to know how long it will take until the plane lands. We know it's flying 43 miles. Southwest is neither here nor there at 129 miles per hour. Pause the video now and work out, do you know the speed or the distance or the time? Okay, so we wanted to know the time. Time is equal to distance divided by speed. You probably needed your calculator for that one, and that's okay. 43 miles divided by 129 miles per hour is equal to 1/3 of an hour, or 20 minutes. Now, as I said, that was a tricky example. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some videos and some more guidance around this, but what I'm hoping you can do today in your garden is measure a distance in meters or steps if you can, if you have no access to a measuring device, and create a running track where you can run for 10 meters. I want to know how quickly you can run that distance, how quickly you can hop that distance, skip that distance, crawl that distance, whatever you need to choose at least 5 things. and calculate how long it took you to get there. We want to know the speed, but your distance is always going to be 10 meters and your time is however long it took you to get there. If you need any more help today, look on the Numeracy Mathematics support page.